Hey guys, how's it going? So today we are taking it outside and finally starting our seed planting. I honestly procrastinated enough because I wanted to do this back in January to start it early. However, life happened and now we are in mid-March and I haven't done anything when it comes to the garden this year. And so I had said in the beginning of the year that I really wanted to have a vegetable garden and I wanted to start several of them instead of buying the plants from the store or big box stores such as Home Goods, Lowe's usually. One of my favorite one is Pike Nursery. So I'm gonna try. I did plant some vegetables last year from seeds and I really got kicked out when they finally grew, and so I really want to do that again this year. And today seems like a nice day to do that because the weather is finally warm. We had some weird weather lately, just this past few days, like I think it was just Monday of this week. It was raining and honestly, like we got some flurries or snow. We don't call that snow because we're from Colorado, but it was more flurries. And today it's like bright and sunny. I think we're gonna be in the mid 60s today. And so I started laying out some of the seeds that I want to start. As you can see right here, I do have this seed planter tray from Beagle Garden. And then just right here, I have a few of my plants that I brought indoor because as I said in the beginning of the week, our temperature dropped to about 20s. So I brought in my rosemary. So today we're gonna do that, do some seed planting, and then I wanna replant my rosemary. Currently, it's in a 5-gallon plastic container, and I want to transfer that to a clay pot because from my research, having it in a clay pot, since clay is very porous, it's more breathable, and the air circulation is better, so it's better for the root of the rosemary. That way it thrives better. Then we're gonna go outside to clean our front garden, cut some of the hydrangeas, apply some fertilizer, and just kind of clean the space out because, taking out all those dead leaves and such, and then we'll call it a day. So let's get started. All right, so as far as seed planting, the ones that I want to start this year, I want to plant some, what is this? The Armenian cucumber. I had planted this when we lived in Colorado, and I didn't know anything about Armenian cucumbers. And these were so good. The harvest was great. I was able to share with my neighbors, but I love these cucumbers. It's probably one of my favorite because they're very substantial and they're very crunchy too. So I want to make sure I plant some of those. I'm also going to plant some green long beans, and I saved some seeds as well from my plant last year, so I'm going to be planting that as well. And then some okra, and probably going to plant, of course, several bell peppers, several tomatoes. I'm like showing you guys, I'm saying tomatoes, but I'm showing you bell peppers. So I have several of these, and of course, basil. Basil is one of my favorite herbs, and so I use this a lot when I'm cooking. I will be planting some of those as well as cilantro. So those we're gonna start from seeds, and then just all throughout, probably in a week or two, I will be starting some lettuce. Oh, and of course, some summer squash. You guys, you want to see something funny? Every time I open our patio door, here comes Kingsley because he just loves being in the patio. Hey, bud. Where you going, Kings? Kingsley, where you going? Come on. You want to go out? Come on. Come on. We can come. Come on. Okay, so we're first going to replant this rosemary. Oh, the soil is super wet. I think I'm gonna mix my soil up. I know you guys can't see it right now, but look how moist it is. Okay, this soil that I'm using is an organic mushroom compost, and it says it's a premium blend. It's my first time using this. Put a little bit of perlite. Oh. Okay. I want to loosen the root up, get rid of some of this. Okay, much better. A little bit more. I feel like I should have gotten the bigger clay pot. There was another size a little bit bigger than this one. I didn't think I would need it though, but now looking at it, I think that would have been the better route. But it's all right. This is what we have, so we'll make it work. Hopefully I have enough soil for my seed planter, because I feel like just this repotting alone is going to take all of my soil. It's used up half the bag already. And I really want to cover the roots of this rosemary. Okay, I think that's good. Now let's water it a little. Okay, so now that the rosemary has been repotted, we are moving on to filling the seed tray with soil so that we can start planting our seeds. For the Armenian cucumber, I'm going to plant 3 seeds on each cell. And if I even get 1, I would be so happy. Or at least 2 on each cell. There's plenty of seeds in this packet. And I just want to make sure I get a few to germinate. Where is our marker? Okay. On these ones, since the seeds are a little bit bigger, I am going to just put 2 on each cell. Next, let's plant some green beans. These are as big as the long beans, so I'm gonna try 2 in each cell as well. I feel like maybe actually I should only put 1 on each cell, but we'll see. Green beans. Next, we are planting bell pepper. Where is our bell pepper? Okay, it's this one. Okay, I will be planting at least 3 seeds on each cell, and then if it grows, then we can just separate them. There's plenty of seeds here, so we'll see. We have enough. And for those of you who are watching, I am a beginner gardener, and so I may not be doing everything right as far as the spacing and how many seeds I should be planting on each of these small cells. But you know what? I learn as I go, so I can't learn it if I don't try, right? Okay, so this is the bell pepper. Next, let's plant the hybrid pepper garden salsa. Next is we're going to be planting some cilantro. For the cilantro, I planted 3 on each cell. Okay, I'm going to be saving some of these seeds. And lastly, we're going to do some basil. Basil seeds are so tiny. So for these, I will just do a few. And hopefully something will grow. All right. Okay, this is done. Now I have some of this. So last step after planting the seeds, we want to make sure we water it to keep the seeds moist. We don't want them to dry, and also it initiates the germination process. One of my favorite thing about this Vigo planter is that each of these cubes comes with the cover, so it acts as if its own little greenhouse, and I just love that. This cover will keep the temperature of each cell warm to help accelerate the germination process. All right, guys, so here we are. We got all of the seeds planted. So in these two trays, we have, let me see, the summer squash or zucchini and lettuce. And then these three trays, we have a mixture. So we have cucumber, eggplant, and okra. And then here we have several of them, different seeds that we're starting. And then in these two trays, we obviously need some pollinators. So I planted marigold, marigolds in this tray. And then this is celosia. Flama orange is what it says. I really don't know. I have to look that up, but I remember it being a flower. I could be wrong, but yes, I wanted to make sure that I have some pollinators. And I do have them currently in our front porch because this is where it gets the most sun. And so this later on, once I'm done with the back porch, we're gonna clean up the hydrangeas that you see there, as well as my hydrangea tree, and then just clean this area up a bit. This one I already cleaned. This is salvia, so these 4 right there, I can't wait for that to bloom. And then I can see, at first I thought they died, but I see that they are growing, so those are my 2 peonies. Now we're back on the back porch, and as you can see, we made a bit of a mess. And this is the rosemary that we repotted. Next to it is the tomato from last year that I need to toss. And then we're just gonna clean this up. Those 2 planters are hydrangeas, and then I also want to clear out these 3 from last year. So I had these 2 onions that sprouted while in my pantry, and I figured I will leave it out in the back porch for a little bit. So it's been a few days and now it's completely sprouted. And you know what? I'm gonna try planting it in this planter, both of them. Even if I can't harvest any onions from here, at least I'll be able to get some green onions, which I can definitely use for cooking. And so I will try that. So I planted this lemongrass last year. I was able to root it from one of those store-bought. And one day we had a cold snap and I totally forgot to bring it indoors since I have kept it indoor all winter long. And so now I don't know if it's still alive or if it made it. So I'm just gonna have to wait and see. One last thing is we're planting this pomegranate that I totally forgot I bought from Home Depot about 2 weeks ago. This is my first time planting a tree, so I'm gonna try it here in this plastic container first, and hopefully it grows, so we shall see. I got hungry, so we are grabbing a quick bite, and we're having some fettuccine pasta and a little bit of lasagna. Moving on to the front flower bed, here we're adding a little bit of soil to the peonies for some nutrients. And maybe next weekend I also need to add new mulching, as I can see there's so many bald spots in this area. All right, guys, so that is it. I am so tired. It's so hot. I'm so flushed from being outside and doing all of the yard work. But anyways, we got the seeds planted, the rosemary repotted, we cleaned the patio and also deheaded the hydrangeas. And maybe next week I'll put some fertilizer on it so that it is ready for spring. But we did so much today and I feel so accomplished, so that makes me happy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and spending your time with me. If you like this type of content, please subscribe, like the video, and I wish you all have a great week. And until then, I will see you on my next one. Bye, guys.